You're looking at the wreck of a B-17 flying fortress, resting all the way at the bottom of the ocean. Divers inspect the aging barnacle-encrusted wreck that has been here, undisturbed for over 75 years. The Boeing B-17 Flying Fortress was a heavy bomber used by the Allied forces during World War II. A number of wrecks of B-17 bombers are known to exist on the sea floor, often the result of an aborted mission due to damage sustained in combat, or sometimes ditched into the sea due to mechanical failure or low fuel. Ditched aircraft would often see crew members parachuting to safety, to be rescued later at sea. The iconic B-17 Flying Fortresses saw action in both the European and Pacific theaters of the Second World War. Exactly how many were forced to ditch over the ocean is unknown. Wrecks can serve as artificial reefs and habitats for marine life. Preserved by ocean lifeforms, they are also studied as archaeological sites. But more than anything, these wrecks are also memorials to the men who served on these planes. They remain an eerie time capsule of history, and divers have described the feeling of entering these sites as an emotional, even transcendent experience. These underwater discoveries not only provide valuable historical insights but also serve as memorials to the brave crews who flew these aircraft during wartime. The exact number of discovered B-17 wrecks is difficult to pinpoint due to the vastness of the world's oceans. But a few B-17 dive sites are known to exist. These include a site off the coast of Papua New Guinea, in the South Pacific. Another site is off the coast of the island of Corsica, in the Mediterranean Sea. There is also a B-17 dive site off the coast of Croatia, in the Adriatic Sea. During World War II, the number of missions a B-17 crew member needed to fly to complete their service varied throughout the conflict. Initially, a standard tour of duty for B-17 crew members typically involved flying a certain number of combat missions before being rotated out of active duty. The high-risk nature of bomber missions meant that completing a tour of duty was a significant achievement. Early in the war, a common tour of duty for B-17 crew members was around 25 to 30 missions. However, as the air war intensified, especially over Europe, and the demand for experienced aircrews grew, the required number of missions increased. Later in the war, particularly during the intense bombing campaigns over Germany, the US extended the tour lengths for bomber crews. By 1944, it was not uncommon for B-17 crew members to be required to complete 35, 40, or even more missions, before being eligible for rotation back to non-combat assignments. Ownership of underwater wrecks from World War II is a complex issue. Wrecks of military vessels or aircraft often enjoy sovereign immunity, meaning they remain the property of the country to which they belonged. This immunity extends to war graves, and disturbing or salvaging such wrecks without proper authorization can lead to legal consequences. Wrecks of military vessels and aircraft, including those from World War II, are often considered the property of the government whose military forces operated the equipment. In some cases, if a government or military entity explicitly abandons a wreck, it may become subject to salvage laws related to abandoned property. Wrecks often have historical significance, and divers must treat these sites with respect and sensitivity. They may be the final resting places of servicemen, and their memory should be honored. Divers have to approach such sites with great sensitivity. In many cases, war wrecks are considered graves, and disturbing them can be illegal. Wrecks can be delicate and susceptible to damage from both natural forces and human activities. Divers must follow responsible diving practices to minimize their impact on these sites and avoid touching or removing artifacts. At the same time, divers exploring World War II wrecks play a crucial role in documenting and researching these historical sites. Professional archaeologists will often record their findings, take photographs, and share information with historians. This documentation can contribute to our understanding of historical events and aid in the proper identification and preservation of these sites. If you would like more short history videos like this one, please hit the like button to let us know. And subscribe to our channel so you'll know when new episodes premiere. Thanks for watching.